Hey guys, how's it going? DJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World. And before I start this video, let me just say, this is going to turn into a bit of a rant, okay? So fair warning, we're going to talk about a couple of things that came up today. For example, version 11.40 will be coming tomorrow morning, but fair warning, this is going to turn into a rant because I have something to rant about. So let me start by showing you guys the important information. We did get this tweet out today. This is from the official Fortnite status account. You can see what by the little check mark up there. It says, "Hi all. Version 11.40 tomorrow. Downtime for the patch begins at 4 a.m. So tomorrow, Wednesday, the 15th. At 4 a.m. the game will go down. It'll be down for an hour or two. It'll come up, and more than likely we will be getting our patch notes, the home-based status report. It's our patch notes. It's patch notes for Save the World, which is pretty good in the current state of Fortnite as a whole. Save the World has it pretty good right now with our home-based status reports. The updates we've been having, it's not horrible, okay? So that's the first thing. So we do know that. We also know that, let me show you guys right here. We know that it says here in the release timing, this is on Reddit. Hello, home base heroes. Did anyone else see that toy box move? Anyway, downtime for patch 4.11, 11.40, etc., etc. So we know that there's something coming in the form of a toy box moving. It could be a new hero. It could be a new mini quest line, anything like that. So there. And if we go over to, we got a bunch of places to jump around. If we go over to the Trello board, we can see that in the Trello board, not much has changed, but they have added something new saying vendor tick seeker may fail to do damage to husks. There are partial fixes in 11.40 related to collision that may resolve that issue. So, oh yeah, I forgot. We had already talked about that. So there is something called a collision update happening. Now, for those of you who have played this game for a while, you know that something like a collision update, it has the potential to, for lack of a better word, mess up a lot of things. And we'll talk about that in a second too. Actually, you know what? Okay. So that's what we know. That's what's happening tomorrow. News part over, or update part, whatever part over. This is the rant part. The first part of my rant is going to be this collision update. This is great. It's great to hear that they're working on something like that. If that is the case, and the wording of that is very interesting. The wording of this is incredibly interesting, saying there are partial fixes in 11.40 related to collision that may resolve this issue. Partial fixes that may resolve. They don't know if it's going to fix it or not. They don't know if these collision changes is what's causing it. Could it be that they already implemented part of these collision changes and messed up other things like the vendor tech seeker, and that's why they're not working? So will that fix it? Will these changes mess up other things? I understand the difficulties of course, I don't understand it because I'm not a developer. I'm not a programmer. I don't get that. And of course, I doubt that they have hundreds or thousands of people playtesting these changes and checking these bugs before they actually implement them. So that in itself could cause a lot of issues. When they implement something new and we get an update, a patch, it could majorly mess things up. The next part of my rant. So that's my first part of rant. We know that something is coming. We kind of know that something is coming through, searching through all the information out there. We sort of know that this collision change is coming. We know also that there's going to be a lot of other bug fixes. For example, the bug, the bee bug, where you keep getting hurt if the game thinks that you're still in the area of contact with a beehive, which, by the way, if you want to get rid of that, yes, you can heal yourself, you can pop your heal, or you can look for the actual hive and destroy it. That will stop that as well. We know also that the mythic, sorry, not the mythic, the shadow stance bug is going to go away. We know the riot baton is finally going to fix the animation. That'd be awesome. I really want to use it in Save the World and not feel like I'm just swinging it wildly. We know that through the Trello board. But I'm sure a lot of you guys would agree. The giant issue, the overwhelming, horrible issue that every single Save the World player is dealing with right now is the game messing you up. You're going to be playing a match and all of a sudden you just freeze. And you die, you don't die, you keep going, you freeze again. There's some major freezing issues in Save the World. I know that a lot of us have reported it. It's nowhere to be seen in the Trello board. The freezing issue is really bad. Another issue that has plagued some people like me for a while now is this issue. Oh, did they fix it? No, it's not fixed. Okay, I thought it. Okay, all right. For a second, I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's fixed." This issue that you can't even play with anyone on your friends list because it just gets, there's this hitching thing, which is also affecting my Epic launcher, but that's another issue. So there's some major bugs right now in the game that are that are impeding us from playing the game, apart from all the other previous issues that we've talked about before. And this leads me to my final issue with this. My final issue with what is happening right now in Save the World is the lack of communication. Yes, there is some information out there. Yes, they are sort of communicating with us over on Reddit. If you go to Reddit, you will see some people like Magist and other people, like other developers or community, other community members or community managers talking to us about certain things, saying things. And a big question a lot of people have right now is, will we be getting the locker, the locker completion? And actually, see, that's another part of it. Let me show you guys this. This is right here. This is the cosmetic update from Reddit from 4 months ago. This was a cosmetic update number 2. So the locker block, there was a locker block part 1, number 1, then the cosmetic update number 2. And we haven't really heard of anything else since then. And this is the thing. I was talking with someone earlier today, and this is the point I want to get across. I was talking with someone earlier today, and we were going back and forth about, how much we miss the developers blogs, how much we miss the roadmaps, how much we miss this kind of information of letting us know, hey, by the way, we're working on some major changes, or even those end of the season, end of version kind of blogs that they would give us, kind of saying, hey, this is something we're working on for like the next year. Like, you guys won't see this maybe for a long time, but it's something we're kind of, working on, and you'll see things coming in the future. We haven't really had anything like that. We only know, like right now, if we were to look at the game from what they've told us that they're working on, the locker completion, yes. And yes, I have my personal opinions about the lockers, and and all like that. I have also some ideas of how it could be implemented and how it should work, because I really don't think that you should be able to change into any single skin that you have in a battle royale into Save the World. It just I don't know. To me, that kind of sounds like they're forcing changes into Save the World just to appease, the battle royale community, which again, they may be doing that, but I have my own ideas of how they should do it. Yeah. Let me just say this really quickly. My main idea for it is that you should be able to use any skin of anyone that you're using here. So let's say, even though I am Power Base Nox here, I could use the Ice King, or I could use what's her name? What is her name again? Machinist Harper. Or I could use Jonesy. I could use any of these skins as my main skin, even though I'm going, because that's in the setup. Or maybe if you were able to just pick a certain skin to make it your main commander, that would make a little sense. But using a lot of skins from Battle Royale. I kind of feel like, they wouldn't really work with our current hero loadout. But if we were to talk about going back in time, if we were to get a skill tree, and you could pick your character and then, kind of apply different skills to it, like we used to have. Although it would completely destroy the current hero loadout system. But who knows? Maybe meta changes, meta shifts. Maybe that's the direction they want to go in. They want to go back. They're like, hey, we had a pretty good idea 2 years ago. Let's go back to that. I'm sorry. Anyway. So that's possible. Those changes could be possible. But to continue my point, we have no information in that sense. We have no, hey, we're working on this. And like I was saying before, we have the locker completion. That's all we really know, that they're going to complete the locker. We don't know if that means that the shop is going to be coming to Save the World. We don't know if that means that who knows what else that could mean. And the only other thing we know for sure is that, remember the perk ups thing? I'm always talking about this. I'm always talking about the fact that, we need that perk up change. We need the perk up rebalancing of when you do one of these missions for perk up or evolution materials, you should get a much higher amount. If you guys go and check out those, man, I don't even know where I have those videos, but there's the information out there and the updates. They were talking about it a lot. Epic talked about it a lot, about how it was going to work, the percentages and everything. And then it never worked right. It never worked right ever since season 9 or 10. And they kind of just forgot about it. It was kind of like, okay, so it didn't work, but I don't even know if they said they were going to work on it in the future. Did they? You know what? I don't think they did. There was one day in season 11, version 11, where you guys remember that one day after when the Mythic Storm King showed up, there was one day when it actually worked right. And we went in and we did some level 140 missions and you got the right amount that they had promised long ago. It was like, it's finally fixed. Doing these missions, any mission over 108 was going to give you increased amount of evolution materials, of perk up, of reperk, of legendary and epic perk up, all that stuff. It was beautiful for one day. And then it went away. So who knows? That's another big who knows. And that's the thing that I was talking about with this person. I was like, hey, I don't have a problem with them not telling us what's coming. That's not my problem. In fact, I like to be surprised. You guys know that. I like when they surprise us. But I really, really would like to know what is going away. That's my thing. And yes, I know it's because I wait till the last minute to do things. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get things right away. But for example, over here in the event items, just like we have over in the weekly items here, a countdown, we could have a countdown, and we have had in the past for the event items on this side, letting us know, hey, by the way, these items are leaving on this date. You have this long to get them. Or currently what we have going on, we have the Season's Hauntings, we have the Holly Jolly Ransom, we have Dungeons, and we have Frost Night. When are they going away? It's very possible that tomorrow we will wake up to all of this gone, or none of it gone, or who knows. There's a lot of things like that today a lot of people could focus on to get done. And yes, I know it's one of those things where you should have had them done. People tell me all the time, you should have had them already done. And you know what? I could have already had them done, but I chose not to do them. So that's my fault if they go away. But it kind of would be nice to know, hey, the deadline is this day. So then I could be like, okay, I have enough time. I have this much time. Let me just try and get it out. And actually, that's what I'm going to be doing today on stream. I'm going to be trying to finish the Season's Hauntings because that's the only one that I really have to do. And unfortunately, if dungeons go away, well, I'm kind of out of luck. I would like to do another Frost Night. I really would like to try it again. I would like to do dungeons. But if they go away and I miss them, well, that's my fault, isn't it? But it would be nice to know when they're going to go away. So yes, as wonderful as a developer's blog would be, as great as a roadmap would be, saying, hey, next week we're thinking of this, next month we're thinking of this, version 12, because we don't go by the chapter 2, season 1, season 2 thing. Apparently we're, version 12. So when version 12 comes out, this is going to be coming. Even if they don't stick to it, just that communication would be wonderful. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. This completely changed all my schedule because I've been running around like crazy trying to get things done and working on things because I've been messing things up. As you guys know, I'm going to be at PAX South this weekend, and yeah, brilliant me. I thought it was the perfect time to try out an entirely new thing that I want to do, which is not the right time to do it. But you know, that's what I did. So I've been burning the midnight oil. I've been non-stop going. As you guys can see, I am extremely hyper because I have been doing a lot of energy drinks. So yeah, it's I'm just ranting. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. If you enjoy this video, guys, if you enjoy what I do on my channel, please do me a huge favor and have yourself a wonderful day. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys on stream whenever that can be. Just keep an eye on Twitter and I will tweet out when I'm live. And I do plan to put in a very big chunk of streaming time before I am kind of disappearing for the weekend, even though there will be videos. There will always be videos on my channel. That's something else I've been working on, some videos for that while I am gone. And there will be a couple of streams probably. So keep an eye out for those. There's a very, very super special stream Saturday. Saturday is going to be an awesome stream. I'll be announcing a lot of stuff. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. As always, I am DUJ2, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.